How's it, Sean from the Games Yard? Battle for Wesnoth. Okay, it's my first look at this game. Completely free, open source. Yeah, best explains it. The Battle for Wesnoth is an open source turn-based strategy game with a high fantasy theme. It features both single player and online hot seat multiplayer combat. Explore the world of Wesnoth and take part in many adventures. Embark on a desperate quest to reclaim your rightful throne. Flee the Lich Lords to a new home across the sea. Delve into the darkest depths of the earth to craft a jewel of fire itself. Defend your kingdom against the ravaging hordes of a foul necromancer, or lead a straggly band of survivors across the blazing sands to confront an unforeseen evil. This is what the game's about. All right, so you can download it over here. It's completely free, open source. You can get it on Steam. Just go into Steam. So there it is. It's free to play. Okay, here's the reviews of it. Very, very positive. All right, I'll just read you one or two of the reviews here. Yeah. Okay, let's try ruggedness. Okay, I've played this off and on for more than a decade. You can tell that this is a labor of love for many, many people. If you like hex-based and turn-based tactical games, this is one of the best. It's got great reviews, completely free. All right, so you can get it on Steam, or I suggest you download it, yeah, because then it's everything's all here. You don't have to go via Steam to get it. So you just come onto the website. It's got everything you need. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the website just to show you what the website's like. Then I'm going to load up and play the tutorial. It's 2 scenarios, and I'll go through all the features of the game. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, the trailer, and there's all the features. What's interesting is this version, the stable version. You know, the one that's not a development version. You can download this for Windows, Mac, the source code, Linux, Android phones, iOS, all of this stuff. It's available on all these platforms. Eh? You can join the community. You can contribute to content creation. All right. You can donate. I suggest you donate. I mean, crikey Moses, these guys really went through. I mean, look at this website. I mean, this is a labor of love. Look how they did the release notes. Release notes, right? Let me show you this. This is their release notes. I mean, usually release notes come in a text-based notepad, right? Notepad that you can open up in text-based. Look at the effort they went into to show you the release notes, the latest version. Labor of love, quality, and free. Can't believe it. I didn't realize you could get games like this for free. All right, cool. So up here you can get all the news. That's obviously at the forum. You can play the game. Now, here it's got the manual here, it's got how to play series, it's got about the game, it's got compiling Wesnoth, downloads and source code page. Then obviously being open source, you can do whatever you want with the source. Advanced tactics. I mean, look at this. It's a little bit about the advanced tactics, how to play the game. I've been playing it for an hour or two, and I must say it's a pretty simple game, but it's pretty deep, obviously. Comments, you can help improve the game. You can do all this type of stuff. Free game. All right, I'm just going to show you the manual. Now, the manual, this game also comes in like tons of languages. I mean, Estonian, Finnish. I mean, check what they went through, and of course English for the rest of us. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, I'll open up the Great British version, English version. All right, so it doesn't come in a PDF. Okay, you gotta look at the manual on the internet, on the website. It's fine, and it just goes through, teaches you everything you need to know about the game, how to play it, how all the functions work, how all the preferences work, and how the game actually works. Teaches you everything you need to know, the basic game. All right, so you're pretty covered with that. That's the manual. Okay, so you can create. Now, this is an interesting feature. Obviously, being, open source. Are you interested in creating your content? You could become a creator. You could change the game in any way. You can create new races for the game. That's what a lot of these contributors have done. People that are involved in this. They've created new races, new maps. You can go nuts on this thing. I mean, yeah, even give you a tutorial how to create it. What can I create and how? The maps, scenarios, custom units, art, music, artificial intelligence. Help you out here and teach you how to do that. Fantastic. Okay, I think forums is also, yeah, okay, that's also the forums, okay, and then the project. Open source Battle for Wesnoth is an open source software project hosted by so and so and so, content creators, artists, and all that. So here is where you download it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, I've just done the website now. I showed you, you know, how the website functions, what's available on it. I'm going to go now and play a tutorial and then go through the features of what I found. Okay, so I'll just close that. So it's pretty straightforward download. You know, professional. You get this icon, you install it, and it does everything for you. And then there's the icon. Just double click on that and let's go and have a look. Okay, here's the screen. All right, Battle for Wesnoth. Yeah, all the tips always comes up. You can have a look at all the tips. I put the music down a little bit. Because yeah, it can get a bit can get a bit loud. Here's the preferences. You can change the game, the whole interface of the game, how you want it to, all the hotkeys, the display. You can have it on windowed mode. As I said before, you can adjust the sound. The music was a little loud, so I put it down. Multiplayer and advanced. This is what they went to make this game, right? You got your credits over here, everybody that was involved in this game, in making this game and all that type of stuff. Language, we're not going to open the language, but you got a ton of languages. Map editor. Have a look at this. Look at this. This is within the game setup, you can create a map. You can generate a map. Random map. Desert. Let's generate a desert one. There you go. You got your map. Generated, random, and then you place all your units on you and make whatever, you know, make the conditions of the scenario and all this type of stuff. Main menu, let's go back. Okay, add-ons I'm going to talk to you a little bit about later, because this is a cool feature about this game. Multiplayer. Okay, so you can join the official server, you can connect to the server, you can host a network game, you can play a local game. A local game is basically you against the computer. You play against the AI. So this is a random map. So this thing generates a random map. Then you can choose what kind of, and here you can set the random map. You know, the width, the height, the players, the number of hills, the villages, the landform, all this type of stuff. You can choose that. So we'll just choose a desert map. So I'm just going to show you what the random map feature does. You know how it looks. Age of heroes. Now here you got your eras. So eras are like little, they're like times where you've got each era. I can't get the words. Each era has got its own set of heroes and monsters. So each era is different. So when you play within an era, you get all the factions within that era. If I can explain that properly. So that's just the eras, and it's got all the different units and the monsters for that era. So you can get up. I was going to show you this add-ons. You can get 18th century desert eras. You can get all kinds of eras. I'll show that to you now. So I'm just going to load up the era of heroes. Okay, cool. Just to give you an idea, the custom options, there's none for that. And you can further set the game settings over here. Okay, cool. So let's just create a game just to get you an idea. Okay, so you got the two factions. Let's pick that as the computer player. Obviously, you could play against somebody else there. And then you can pick the AI, and you can pick your factions. Within this era, there's these factions. So we pick that as we'll pick that as the Drakes, and we'll pick let's pick the Northerners. Okay, cool. There we go. Now, once you've set up all of this and your income and all this type of stuff, I'm ready. Now it generates a completely random map. Hey, jeez, what an awesome feature! So I'm not gonna explain to you how this works now, because we're gonna do that in the tutorial. But I'll just give you an idea. So now you can recruit. Sorry, hang on. Okay, and all these now from this particular faction in this era, you can recruit all of these sort of units to come there. And these units come with their own special abilities, and they also level up to new units where you can choose and all that type of stuff. Just to give you an idea. Awesome function. I just wanted to show you the random map function. Alright, cool. Let's get back to the main menu. What else? Campaigns. Alright, here you play all these set campaigns. Hundreds of campaigns you can download. This Tale of Two Brothers is obviously the beginning rookie campaign. And you can download tons and tons of campaigns. Let me go back here, and this add-on is really what I wanted to talk about. When you click on add-on, it connects to the server. Alright. Let's just go in. And you can select the campaigns that are available to download over there. Install add-on. Okay. You can scenarios, eras. If you want to, you can connect different eras. These are like I said to you, they're eras, and there's factions within that era that play against each other. Some of them are compatible with the other ones. Hundreds of these eras. MP factions, multiplayer factions, all of this. So I'll give you an idea. Let me just click on that era there. So I installed what was it? I'm just having a look here. Okay, I installed the Era of Magic. So I'll give you an idea. Now I've installed the Era of Magic. So I'll install that. I'll install the Imperial Era. So I'll just add it. It'll connect up and download it and install it for me. Just to give you an idea how seamless the interface is. So that's now installed. So I can go play with that era. So if I go on to where is this? Multiplayer, local game. Just starting it up. Okay, so now there's the Imperial era with all of its units and whatever, and I can play the Imperial. Now each era, as I said, it's got all its own units. Age of Heroes, Age of Magic with Masters, Amp Slaves, completely unique units for that era. And I've just installed it now. Alright, let's go out of there. Okay, cool. So I think I just showed you the capabilities and the functions of this game. Now we're going to work on the mechanics and show you how the game actually plays out. Let's do the tutorial. I think I covered everything, the campaigns and everything. Okay, let's do the tutorial. Oh, one more thing. If you get help here, you got this awesome help about the game. So it's like the manual online. Telling you how all the stuff works, all the different units that are in here, the eras, the default era, the drakes, what the drake is. Let's go. There's the leader of the drake, his two abilities, how his terrain movement is, and defense in different terrain and movement costs, his resistances, the weapons that he uses. And each of these units level up. He's a dwarvish guardsman. They level up. He advances to a dwarvish sentinel. And a lot of these units don't just advance to the next dwarvish sentinel. They give you a choice between a dwarf with a bow and arrow and a dwarf that likes to fight with swords. As far as I know, the elves do that one, because I was playing with elves. So you got all these little combinations going here, and you can go read about them here. If you click on there, it's all hypersensitive. It tells you what intelligence means. So in a sense, you don't even need mechanical units, golems, what they do, and magical eyes, and what this unit is and what it does, and a whole big long story about it. Monsters, mews, I can't pronounce this, wyverns. Alright, so you can look at the two abilities and all there. That's the help function in this game. Free game, eh? I mean, cracky. This add-on is like a whole ton of, and I say this all the time, because a couple of those games that I did, the top free games, also are games within games. And this is the same thing. You've got this game, this basic engine with the basic rules, and then you can download what we would call all DLCs that we have to pay for. This is coming down for free, created by content creators and people like you and me all over the world that are contributing this, making excellent maps, excellent units, creating top quality content. Yeah, Battle for Wesnoth. Alright, cool. So I think I covered everything here. I'm going to show you the tutorial. Let's do the tutorial so we can go through the mechanics of this. Okay, so it goes to this. Welcome. It's a two-part tutorial. Part 1 will teach you the basics of movement, attacking, healing, and all that type of stuff. I can choose a character. I'll choose Conrad. Okay, so we're playing as Conrad. We're standing in our keep, and our mentor is Delfor. He's on the east side of the river there. We can move across, move the mouse over to see the summary of the abilities on the right screen. Okay, cool. So we're going to learn the basics of movement, attacking, healing, and recruiting, and destroy a fierce enemy. Okay. So the great thing with this game, okay, I'm going to move, okay, okay. The great thing about this game is I wanted to show you this. Here's the side map. Here, the units in this are also affected by the time of day. Time of day affects their abilities as well. And chaotic units do well at night, and neutral units don't have any effect. Lawful units do the best at day, and they get penalties depending on that. If I highlight, all the tooltips are here. All the tooltips. If you look there, it shows me all the tooltips, my experience modifier, all this stuff. And the attacking. So I'm gonna go across here to meet Delfor. Okay, it's time to attack things. Yeah, why not? Well, okay. Have you found an orc for me to fight? No. I'll summon an enemy for you. Now you summon a dummy. You gotta fight. Okay. You want me to fight a dummy? He's quite... Yes, you have 32 hit points and a sword. I'm sure you'll win. Okay, first select Conrad. Okay, so basically, whenever you attack a unit, you select your guy, Conrad, and then you point. You've got to be next to the unit, and you just highlight your mouse button on there, and you click attack. Now, it comes up with this little screen here. With you and him, it tells you the HP, the experience level of both of you. You can look at their profile. I can actually go and look at my guy. I can look at the Conrad. I can look at the dummy and see what he's capable of doing. He's a mechanical unit. His alignment is neutral. If I click on mechanical, it gives me a whole big story about the mechanical. I can go back here. His race is mechanical. I think that was the same place. But you get my idea. Okay, cool. Now here... it shows you I'm gonna strike 3 times. I'm gonna take a shot 3 times at 80%, and I do 6 damage. He's gonna shoot 5 times. He's only gonna do 3 damage. So you can go to the damage calculation thing here. Okay, and then it shows you. So this is just like an estimate of the probabilities of how this thing will turn out. Chance of me being unscathed is 0.2, and he's a 0.8. So this little... I had to just think about this when I actually originally looked at it. This little graph thing, it tells me that there's a 51% chance that he will, after this whole combat is finished, he will end up with 40 health points. Okay, he'll only have 40 left. All right, after this whole, and it shows you the probabilities and the other probability. The chances of him ending up with 46, the chances of him ending up with 52 is 9.6%. And for me, the chance of me ending up at 23 health points is 30%. The chance of ending up at 20 health points is 36%. So what that means is he's got 58, and the chance of him ending up at 40, that means I'll get 18 kills out of him. I'll reduce him by 18, is 51%. At 46, you understand, that's how that thing, it was a little bit, I couldn't really understand it in the beginning when I first started playing, but that's how that thing works. Okay, so I'm going to attack with a sword. So I'm going to attack 3 times, and he can attack as well. He can fight back 5 times for times 3. So let's go. See, he attacked 5 times, I only attacked 3 times. I only attacked 3, but I attacked with a 6. But my chances are, I think I was 70%, I can't remember. Anyway. You understand how that thing works. Okay, so it's a good idea Yeah, he's a leader. So there's the crown. So if he dies, I lose everything. Okay. Okay, you've just now that I've attacked him. That was my one turn. The dummy gets a chance. Okay. All right, I've got to end the turn. All right, so he takes a shot. So I lost 11 hit points out of that. All right. So there are two villages over here. Village there and a village there. It's a good idea. And ending your combat because the villagers heal you. Okay, so let me get to a village. Yeah, let's just go to that one. Boom. There we are. Now I've entered a village. It's very important. It now flies your colors and it's been added to the total count. So it's added to our total count. You can see the icon at the top of the screen shows how many villages we currently control. Okay, and there we are. There's the villages. I control 1 out of 2. Villagers provide, this is important because this is mechanics, simple mechanics of this. Villagers provide gold needed to recruit units. Each turn you gain 2 gold plus 1 from every village we own. So we're getting plus 3. We're getting 2 every turn plus the 1 village that we now own. All right, so that's what that stands for. This is the number of units we have. There's the time. There's the amount of gold we have. So that's a simple part. That's the economy of the game. You get 2 a turn. You get these villages, and you combat over the villages, and the villages provide you with 1 gold every turn. Okay, that's the same for the enemy. Simple, but deep. Okay, cool. So let's just end the turn because I'm going to heal there. So I got 8. Okay. Now I've regained some health. Villagers give you 8. Heal you 8 units per turn. Okay, 8 hit points. Now, in case we've regained those hit points, it's time to summon up help against. Okay, so we need to recruit some elves. Okay. I'm just going through these because I played this tutorial, so I'm just explaining to you what he's requiring here. Okay, so I got to move into there. Now the keep. When I go into the keep, I can in these. Let me just show you here. These areas here in the keep, I can recruit. But I have to be in the keep. Okay, to recruit. If I'm out of the keep, I can't recruit. So if I right-click here, I can recruit an elvish fighter. Now, yeah, that costs 14 gold. And he can strike 4 times. 4 times with the sword, and he gets damage of 5 and 3 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to recruit him there. I'm going to recruit this guy over here again. There's the 2 guys recruited. Okay, so I've got them. Now, the important thing, and what that tooltip was, each time you recruit, each warrior has 2 traits. And it comes from a whole ton of traits. I don't know if I can see them all here. Okay, yeah, there's your traits. All of these traits. Now, you get randomly assigned traits every time you recruit a new warrior, a new unit. So he would have plus 1 damage to his bow and his intelligence, minus 20% experience to advance XP. Okay. Yeah, and then he's got the great thing with this is you can see all his resistances with this tooltip. So everything here tells you, what you need to know, and it's all beautifully written in the tooltips. And then you can see, we are lawful units, so we get plus. So it's good to fight in the day. If it turns to nighttime, after hours, chaotic units, we lose 25%, in combat abilities and that sort of thing. Okay, cool. So we're going to end the turn. The other W's healed. Okay, so we got a chance now because you can't attack once you've brought these guys in. You can't attack on the same turn. They have to wait a turn before they become active. Okay, so which are we going to use? Now, this guy carries a sword and a bow, but he's dexterous, so he gets a plus 4 to his bow damage. So when you shoot, so when I go there and I shoot him, and I take him and I shoot with a bow, if I shoot with a bow, he can't shoot back. He can't fight back. If I shoot with a sword, now here's where the nuances come in. If I shoot with a sword, I get 4 shots at 80%. With 5 damage, and he gets 5 shots at 70% chance to hit with 3 damage. But he gets that when I fight him with a sword. with the ranged, if I shoot with him with an arrow, he doesn't get a chance to shoot back. But obviously I get less damage with the arrow. So we look at the damage calculation. This is the damage we'll call him. We've got a 51% chance of bringing him down to 24 health. All right, with a bow. But he doesn't get a chance to shoot back, which is great. Which is one of the nuances. And this is how this basic combat works. Okay, so simple. All right, so I'm shooting. Okay, so I got him with one hit. All right, this guy I'm gonna move in there, and I'm gonna use the sword because he doesn't have the. He's got the resilient. Okay, but he does, and he has the strong, so he's better with a sword. So I'm gonna shoot with the sword. Okay, and he's gonna be able to fight back. Cool. Now I need more guys to help me. So these guys are out of here. So I've got 79. So I can now recruit some more guys. Okay, so I'm going to recruit one more guy there. And I'm going to recruit one more guy over here. Okay. I can't take a turn now because he's ended his turn. Okay, cool. He gets a chance to shoot back. I killed him. And I've gained more experience. So each of your units, each of your little fighters gains experience. So every time they fight, and when they level up, as I said, I think I've mentioned this before, you can then choose what type of warrior you want to level them up within their class. That's as far as I've been playing, that's how it works. I suppose with content creation, they probably have other units where you can multi-class and all this type of stuff. So it's got an RPG element to it, a simple one, yet very intuitive. Okay, I'm going to put him in the village to heal. These guys can move, so I'm going to put him in the village, and I'm going to take him out, and I'm going to recruit two more guys. Right, boom, and boom. Okay, and I'm going to bring him down. Yeah, I'm going to bring him down here. Right, that's it. I don't want to attack these guys at night, because let's have a look. They get a plus 25 at night time. So it's not healthy to... So you just got to watch these little things of your enemies. You know, just to see when's the advantage in their favor and when it's in your favor. Also, when you move, you see it says 40%, all this type of stuff. That's showing you your cover percentage. So if I'm in the forest, I get a 60%. I think it's cover or bonus to my fighting abilities. You know, it's like cover. And that sort of, if I'm in the river, I'm minus up 20%, red minus. So yeah, so you got to just watch all these things. Okay, I'm just gonna end it there. All right, I'm healing now. So and there's the unit descriptions. Terrain description tells you what it is. If I click on right there, I get this. Right, terrain, movement properties. Then the thing with this wiki is it doesn't. It's kind of like you can't look at all the units available to you in the entire game. As you play the game, it discovers the units, and then you can look, and then you can find them here in the wiki. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's just wait another turn. Yeah, let's end it. Okay, cool. Now it's summertime. So let's just see. He's dexterous. So he gets good with the bow. So we're gonna shoot this guy, this dummy, with a bow, because he can't fight back. This guy he's quick and strong. This guy is dexterous. So we're gonna move him down there, and we're gonna shoot this guy. We're gonna gang up on these guys with a bow. Okay, is there anybody else that's dexterous? Yeah, he is. So he's coming out there, and he's gonna shoot this guy with a bow. Good. Okay, so we're gonna bring him out to use the sword on him. Hang on. Okay, good. So we're gonna hit him with a sword. But he can shoot, he can fight back. Okay, and we're gonna bring this guy down. Let's see if he can finish him off. Boom. Sword. Okay, cool. That's the one guy done. Take this guy down here to get ready for our next move. Let's end the turn. Okay, good. Now we're going to do the same thing we did with this guy. He's dexterous. Yeah, so he's going to shoot with a bow. Boom. There we go. He's also dexterous, so we're going to shoot with a bow. So just gang up on the guys. Just make sure you use their abilities, their abilities to your best advantage, to their best advantage. He's going to go in there and also shoot with a bow. Now he can fight with a sword, so when the dummy takes his turn to fight him, he fights back with a sword, but the dummy doesn't have anything like that. He's going to go into the village. I'm going to bring him there, and I'm going to leave him there, because I want to gang up on this guy. Okay, unit gains enough experience points. The experience bar is on the right of the hit points. He will gain a level. Elvish fighters have 2 advancement options and will be able to choose which one you want. However, the second level unit costs twice as much to support as first level unit. So basically you get 2 choices, but it costs twice as much to support. Alright, cool. In terms of economics, in terms of the gold. Okay, so he's dexterous. So we're gonna carry on shooting with a bow, because I mean he's... Oh, why did he go there? I think I know why he went there. And I'll tell you why. When you gotta be careful, I had to get used to this. You see this boot thing? This boot thing. If I right click, it takes it off, right? But if I left click the mouse, it actually goes there. But if I click over here and left click, in the next move, it'll go all the way there, as far as it can go. Well, it'll arrive there now, and then the following move, it'll carry on moving there. So it remembers the move path. So I think that's what happened to me. Yeah, that's why I ended up here. I think I clicked there without right-clicking. So you've got to get used to that. Okay, cool. He's going to go down there. Intelligent and strong. I'll put him over there. And strong. Where's my dexterity? Okay, he can't move. And he's in the river. This guy is quick and strong as well. So I'll put this guy there. Okay. And I'll bring him in there. Now they're all going to get a shot at the dummy. But they don't have that that trait that gives them dexterity. That gives them that extra bow. So I'm just going to attack with the sword. In fact, I shouldn't have just done. Maybe I should have just used the bow. Yeah, I should have just used the bow. So when the dummy then attacks back, I should have just used the bow like I'm using it now. There we go. So I should have just used it, because now when the dummy gets to attack back, I can still use my sword against him. Alright, does that make sense? So like if I go yeah, and I leave it, now he's going to remember that turn. He's going to remember the next turn, watch, he'll go there. Okay, so we're done. Okay. So we won the scenario, just to show you the different capabilities, you know, how the game actually works. Okay, cool. We're going to end the scenario, and we're going to do tutorial 2. This was a very interesting scenario. I loved this scenario. I really enjoyed this. I'm not going to read all this stuff, otherwise I'm going to spend ages while I read this. But I'll highlight, because I've played this scenario a few times. This was really interesting, this scenario. It was really with the tactics involved here. Okay, so... yeah, it's acquired a flock of scarecrow. No, he's just talking between each other. This is no game. Okay, what should I do? Okay, very simple. First, we have to deal with this orcish grunt over there. He's stationed in the middle of the river, and he should be of little trouble. And this tutorial gave me some excellent tips as well. Because there's this, the leader is recruiting more units, as he can recruit over there more units. All right. You see this dark blue water here. It's too deep for either side to cross. This is important to read this part. The orcs could slowly wade through the narrow band of the shallow, lighter blue water in the north. So this shadow, lighter blue. But we could stand on the shore and force them to fight us from the water, where they are exposed and we are protected by the forest. Okay, good. The more likely attack is to come across the bridge. The middle bridge island is the key. It has a village for healing units and forests in which we fight so well. All right, cool. Okay, let's go attack. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's just... I've seen you have veteran troops from your training. We should recall them to start off. Think carefully. Okay, so I'll explain that to you now. What he's meaning is you can buy new units, or you can recall. It's like moving from scenario to scenario within a campaign. You can bring your units with you, but they cost money to bring them with you. All right, that's basically, and they cost 20 gold each. We also have two new types of units to recruit in the scenario: an elvish archer and an elvish shaman. Okay, He's basically saying you need a balance of each of those. So obviously now it's kind of like a scenario. He's over there and he's going to recruit guys, but he's going to come and the idea is to get these villagers because they give you 1 gold a turn, enable you to recruit more and more. So I can't recruit if he's out of this keep. So I can recruit only when he's there. So first thing I'm going to recruit, I could recall. Let me just show you the recall function. Okay, so these are from the previous tutorial. So I'll recall. I don't want to recall him there. I'll recall him there because I want to recall some bowmen first, closer to the river. So let's pick I'm going to pick a dexterity guy. He's like got 40 hit points. So let's recall him. Okay, so now he comes from the previous scenario with all his dexterity, all his abilities. Let's see if we can highlight him. Yeah, and it gives you a whole big... Do you see? Also, I didn't show you this. When you highlight over these things, it gives you all those tips. But check this out. It also, when you highlight over your unit there, it explains you a big long story about an elvish fighter. You know, swordsmanship, the emphasis on being swift, agile. So it gives you a whole big long story there. I didn't check. Okay, I don't know if I can highlight him. Let me just have a look. Yeah, and then it does the same for your opponents. Also for the enemy. It also highlights what that, and you can you can also get the unit description of the Orcish grunt as well. And little description about them, what kind of weapons they use, what's their advantages and disadvantages, and then what they upgrade to, you know, the things that they're good at, what they, you know, the terrain modifiers. They're very good. These guys over here, they're very good at night. Okay, they're usually very good at night, but we'll when we get in the scenario, I'll show that he actually highlights that. Okay, cool. So I've done that. I'm not going to recruit anymore. I've got to remember to right-click. Otherwise, this guy will, you know, that happened to me a few times. So let's recruit some archers. Okay, 1. And it tells you a whole thing about the archers. Archers don't have strong melee attacks, but they're very strong ranged attacks. But they can also fight with a sword. You understand? They also have a sword, but their bow is very, very strong. Okay, so that's the difference between them, the swordsman and the archer of the elves. I'm going to recruit another archer, okay, because they are pretty cool units. I'm going to recruit another. No, in fact, I'm going to recruit over here another swordsman, fighter, and here I'm going to recruit a shaman. Now, the shaman has the ability to heal troops that are nearby. This is the abilities of this unit. You'll see how it works. Cool little unit. Yeah, she also has a special attack which slows enemies, halving their damage they do for 1 turn. However, she's physically weaker than fighters and archers, so we've got to be careful with her. Alright, cool. Now I'm going to take him out. Oh, mister. And I'm going to go down here and just capture this village, so I can start getting my 1 point. He can't move after that. Okay, so, and also you got to remember there's fog of war here, so you can't see, you know what, the fog of war is, like, you know what fog of war is, you can't see past what your units can see and all this stuff. It's all applied in the game. Alright, so let's end the turn. Because now he's building his units over there. His orcs. Okay, it's time to discuss strategy. Alright, so there he's building his own units. Okay. However, the elves and orcs have bad defense in water. So they become more vulnerable. So as you try to wade slowly across the ford, the enemy have an 80% chance to hit you. Since elves have a good defense in forest, I'd advise you to keep our elves in the trees and attack the orcs from there. Your fighters will only suffer a 40% chance of being hit, while shamans and archers will incur a 30% chance of being hit. So what he's saying is the shamans are they're good in the trees, and the archers and the swordsmen less so. But all elves are very good in forest and rough terrain. Yeah. Yeah, he might send some other forces down there. Okay, the Orcish Grunt is blocking our path. He has no range attacks, so our archers should be able to engage him with little risk. Unfortunately, our units cannot reach in this turn, but we should not let them languish. We should move them in position. There are also villagers on the other side, and I'll show you that. You should secure them for income and healing. Okay, long distance movement. Now he goes through this long distance movement. I think I showed that to you. Okay, good. I just want to see what other tips. Okay, good. Okay, so basically, he spoke about that long-range movement. I showed that to you in an earlier scenario. You got to be careful when you right-click because it remembers your path. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to move this one archer in there, and we're going to put one in there. I should have actually, and I'm going to put a shaman in there to take the village. So we've got that extra. I'm going to go back in there because I want to recruit some more guys. I'm going to move. Hang on. I'm going to move him to take the village. Oh, no, not him. I'm going to move him to take the village over there. And each guy's got his own sort of name, which makes it so cool. Now I'm going to move him and an archer that I recruit to come and help out there. So I'm going to get an archer over here. Yeah, 17. I'm going to recruit that for the next turn. And I'm going to recruit another archer. Okay, because archers are pretty cool in this game. And I don't think I can recruit anymore. Okay, cool. All right, let's end the turn. Now he's recruiting a whole ton of units. So he's coming to capture all these cities here. We can see where the enemy, where we can reach is moving. Okay, we can see where an enemy can reach by moving the mouse over them. Okay, cool. So if we... Okay, now I understand that. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. Zones of control. When an enemy unit enters... Okay, I forgot to read that. But yeah, he means that. So if we highlight that. And each of these units has a sort of a zone of control. So you can't move past them. So if I had to move there, I would actually stop. If I moved into him, my unit would stop. Wouldn't be able to move anymore. Okay, cool. So let's do the ranged bit with this Orca. See if we can get him out. Very good. That's fine. I'm in the trees, which is a big help for me. Okay, let's just see if I can kill him. I'm going to go there, and let's just see if I can kill him. I want to kill him. Okay, we'll do the bow. In fact, we'll do the sword with this guy. Okay, he's out. Okay, now the next move, I need to get across that river as quickly as... across here and control that. He's moving in there. He's going to come down here and occupy that because these guys can come across here. This guy's going straight in. In fact, yeah, I actually want him to go there. The next move. So he's now going to follow that move in my next move. Him, I want him to go there. Okay, him, I want him to go... Well, how's he going to... Okay, I want him to go there. And I want the shaman to actually come there. And he'll move the next move when he moves. Right, can we recruit anymore? No, nothing. I actually want to go in there and just capture that village. I forgot to do that. I didn't realize that. And this one at the far here is also very important. I think that's our turn. Okay, so it's getting dark as well. So I better occupy the villages and the forest as quickly as possible. Okay, good. He's in there. He's in there. He's in there. That's exactly what I wanted. In fact, I'm going to move him there. Okay, this guy over there, and he's going to heal the next turn because this shaman's going to heal him, which is great. Yeah, and I want the archer over there in the forest. So now archers get a great benefit in forests and trees and stuff, and I suppose rough terrain, and that's what helps us. So we must fight in that sort of terrain, and we must catch him at a disadvantage. So like I'm occupying the trees. I know he's open now, but he's going to get some healing here. Can I recruit? I don't think I can recruit anymore. Oh, I've got to get him back in the keep. Okay, otherwise I can't recruit. No, nothing. Okay, cool. So let's end it there. So now he's coming down big and strong here, and he's captured that village. So he's getting income for himself. Now it's nighttime. The orcs are chaotic, which means their attacks are now 25% stronger. By day, their attacks are 25% weaker, which is a noticeable difference. We are lawful strong by day and weaker at night. Your elvish warriors are neutral. So our elvish warriors are neutral. They're unaffected by day and night, which is great. Time of day is over there. Alright. And it passes. There are 4 alignments. It goes through all the alignments. I think I've shown you that already. Okay, so I'm going to recruit another... What did I recruit now? I got an archer, and a swordsman. I think I'm going to recruit another swordsman. Okay, good. Let's get a fighter going there. Boom. At least we got that guy. I'm going to keep it like this, because we are in the trees here. We're standing in the open here, which is fair enough. We're not affected. Let me give you an idea. We're not affected. Well, we are. I thought we weren't. Oh, no, he means me. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this game. Please forgive me. He means me. Me as a person. Me. My unit. If I'm not mistaken. Well, he did say that. So I'm not sure. But you get the drift of what I mean. Is units are certain units, neutral units. And neutral units don't have any effect. But chaotic and lawful units have disadvantages at night and day. Alright, so I'm going to sit like this. I think I'm happy. I've done what I needed to do. So let's end the turn. So now I can shoot with him from those 2 sides. Okay. Yeah, I've got to put them in the villages. They heal fast at 8 heal points per turn. So they get 8 healing. But my shaman has healed this guy. So let's just see if we can wipe this guy out. We're going to do the bow attack. Okay, let's see if we can do it with this guy. Oh, pity. I'm going to move him there. I'm going to move her out to there. And this archer's going to take a chance to see if we can get... Okay, we got him. Now I'm going to put him in there. So you can move partly and then move at the end. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we're pretty covered for there. I wonder if I should keep... I can't. I got to keep him there. We need to get our fighter across here as well. Boom. Okay, he's going to help out. You see this orcs coming here. Now this, just want to see what this is. Okay, this is a orcish archer. So he's good. He's got a dagger, but he's got 2 bows. I think he's got 2 bows now. 1 bow, 2 times at 7 damage, and 3 times at 6. So you see how this thing the nuances start to pile up here, and all the different units. And you'll find there's goblins, there's mages, wizards and that with different spells and different resistances and stuff like that. It's just mind-blowing. I mean, the game is nuts. Alright, cool. Let's end the turn. I think I'm going to end the shaman over there. I think so. This shaman's going to cover my 2 archers over there. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, he loses there, but I'm going to shoot him to bits there. Now he's got these raiders, these guys with the horses here, with the wolves here. So I'm very curious to see what this is. Let's just get a unit description. Okay, so he's a wolf. So the wolf has fangs. This is his attack. 3 at 5 damage. 3 chances at 5 damage. Melee attack. Okay, cool. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so now I'm going to shoot with this guy over there, the bow. Okay. I'm going to shoot with the bow there. Come on, get him. This is how I played this game. I'm going to take a shot over there with the bow. He's in the river. Okay, I think I can get him with the bow. Alright, good. Now this, I'm just thinking I shot with everybody now. Okay, and he's almost dead. So I'm going to bring this guy up I'm going to put him at the edge here. Because if he comes here, for some reason, he's got a disadvantage. Because you'll be in the water. But on here, he's got it, because I'm in the trees there. I'm just going to watch for this archer over there. Okay, so let's just see if we can recruit somebody. Oh, sorry. Okay, just got to get used to the mouse. Okay, good. Let's see if we can can't recruit anybody. So you see the villagers are giving me 1 per turn, and I get two from being in the scenario. And I've controlled 6 or 12 villages. I have 9 units. This is my difference, my balance. I'm getting 8 per turn. And this is that's the net income. And this is the gross that I'm getting, -2, and I'm getting a net of, and there's the clock. Okay, good. I think I'm covered with that. Yeah. Let's end the turn. Okay, so he's coming across down there. He's just securing all the villages here. Now it's daylight, which is good. Beware of the orcs crossing it. If they get into the forest, they'll be hard to dislodge. Okay, so we're not going to let them get into the forest. I love this shaman. Helps us out a lot here. I'm going to recruit another archer over here. I think I can get one, because they're awesome little units, and they're going to go help out. They're going to go help up there. Okay, so let's do our shoot. Bow. Okay, let's do our bow. See, I'm good. As the scenario told me, get across the river. That's good. Okay, and I'm going to shoot with a bow over there as well. Okay, good. Now we got the wolf rider. So you have to be careful with the wolf rider. Oh, we'll see. He's got this 5-3 melee attack. So we'll see what advantages we get with the wolf rider. There's all the disadvantages that particular unit gets in all this terrain. I think I mentioned that. Okay, cool. I'm going to sit in the forest there. I'm not going to move. And I've recruited an archer over there. Let's end the turn. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. So I've got to get this guy out. You can ensure that all your troops... Okay, that just shows you how to... This tutorial's excellent. It's awesome to play as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a go. Let's do the bow. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done the bow. I shouldn't have actually done the bow. You know why? Because he can shoot back because he's got a bow. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's just hit the bows. Let me just see. I just want to... Oh, no, I don't want that profile. Let's look at the damage calculation. With melee. I just want to see what... Okay, so he's got a 16... If I fight with him with a sword, he's got a 16% chance of being unscathed. I've got a 30% chance of hitting him. His chance to hit is 30%. Mine is 60. Chance of being unscathed is 34%. And chance of him being unscathed is 16%. His time of day minus 25. So this is an awesome little thing. Helps you do the calculations. Alright, so I'm going to attack with a bow, obviously. Okay, and I'm going to go again with a bow. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to go with a bow. I'm going to shoot with him, with this archer with a bow. I'm going to move that archer over there to go into the village and heal. I'm going to move him back, and he's going to shoot with... he's going to fight with a sword. Alright, got him. Okay, now this archer's still got turn. I'm going to put that archer in the village just to heal up. This shaman will heal this swordsman over here. This archer's coming... I wonder... Yeah, this archer's coming down. And this archer's going to go... Sorry, this archer's going to... Oh, this archer can't move. Okay, good. Alright, good. He's not moving. Okay, good. Yeah, and I'm going to leave it like that for now. Let's end the turn. Okay, good. It's night time now. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to shoot with that with a bowman. Bowmen are fantastic, especially if they're covered in the forest. Alright, okay, so he's got... I don't see any troops. There is fog of war in this game. I think for the tutorial they're not using it. I'm going to move my troops up. take these villages so I can kill his economy. Yeah, and I'm going to move that one up there. Can't move, can't move. I'm going to put the shaman up there, and I'm going to move this archer over there. Okay. I'm going to leave this here just to cover for the moment. Just to cover. Yeah. You can see there, you see there's the experience. See on the left, far left, that brown, I think that's the hit points left, and then the blue is the experience level that the archer is gaining. It's got so far. Yeah, let's end the turn. Okay, I got to be careful because it's nighttime now. Okay, so he's got to move in there. He's got to move in there to take those villages. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to move him there, keep him in the forest. I'm going to keep this. Oh, I shouldn't have put the. I'll put the shaman over there just to cover him in case he gets healed. I'm going to move this archer up to there into the forest. This one's going to go there. This one's going to... Well, I shouldn't have moved. I can undo that, can't I? Yeah, you can undo it. Okay, I'm going to move this archer. Yeah, I'll put that archer over there. Okay, cool. I'm just going to move them all up. I'm going to recruit another fighter. Boom. Then I got that one. All right, cool. Let's end the turn. See how simple it is to move and use it. Okay, cool. Now, I'm not going to take that village down there. I wonder if I should. I think I can. I'm going to take that village, cut off all his supply. He's going to go in the village and heal. This is going to go behind him. I'm going to move. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I'm in the village. Sorry, in the forest. And we're just going to stay where we are for now. I've cut off all his income. All right, let's end the turn. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, good. So he's only got one more unit left. Okay, good. So let's take him on. It's in my advantage now. So I'm going to shoot with the arrow. Boom. I'm going to shoot with the arrow. Okay, and we're going to take him out with that sword. I'm sure we can do it. Alright, good. Done. He's coming up. The Soak's coming up. He's going to... In fact, he's just going to stay where he is. I've got another sword guy, and I'm going to bring the sword guy down there. In fact, I'm going to bring these guys down here, because I don't need them. I don't want to wait over there. It takes so long to get over there. Okay, cool. Let's bring these guys down. Down. I'm going to take him out. No, let's go. Boom. With the bow. I mean, these elvish archers are unbelievable. And they don't get return fire. I'm going to clear the archer out. Boom. Hey, done. Okay, good. I'm going to move him up to there. He's going to move up to... okay, so there's his leader. I've got to take him out now. Boom. I'm going to move this one down there. These can't move. He can move. I'm going to move him there. And I've brought these guys across. Alright, cool. Let's end the turn. Yeah. Let's get up there. Let's get the archers going. Let's bring the archers up. Let's bring the archers up. Just for the purpose of this tutorial. You can shoot. Boom. Okay, there's his leader in the main keep. Oh, I need to bring this up to there. Because he's going to be... I wonder if I should. No, I'm going to move him up there. I'm bringing these guys down there. He's got no income, so it doesn't matter if he loses, if he kills one or two of our units. Okay, he's going to I think I'm going to bring him down there and I'm going to take on this guy. I know it's going to be a bit of a... Okay, cool. Let's end it over there. Just playing the moves now so you can understand how that... Okay. I shouldn't have put him in there. It's night time, so I'm going to watch out for this. Okay, let's shoot him with a bow because I got the 2 archers. Okay, I think he's protected because he's in the keep. We'll just keep going. He's almost leveled up, so I'm going to move him out. I'm going to move the archer in there. Let's see if we can get him out, that guy there. Okay, because he's a bit health. His health is a bit challenged. I'm going to move this archer up there and take the main guy. Okay, I can't move any of these. These guys are... I'm going to move the shaman there just to cover if there's a problem. I'm going to move him there. I'm going to shoot with the bow. I'm not going to shoot. And he can't move, he can't move, he can't move. I'll bring these guys over. I know this is a long first look. I just needed to show you this is such an awesome game. Okay, cool. So watch for night times now. Because I'm going to shoot him with the bow. Okay, he's close to killing it. Now, this is very important. Because he's a second level, the unit who finishes him will gain 16 experience points. In a campaign, it's important to decide which units you want to advance and give those units the best chance to gain experience. Okay, I've almost finished it. No, I've shot him already. Let's put him in there. Just to end the tutorial, just show you how this... I can go there and shoot. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now this is what I wanted. I wanted to show you. I couldn't get in any of the tutorials. Okay, so this unit's advanced now. So I can choose an elvish marksman or an elvish ranger. So the elvish marksman will give me 2 sword, 6 hits, 2 strikes and 6 hits, every 6-point hits. Or the longbow, 4 strikes at 9 damage. Okay. The ranger will give me 3 strikes with 7 damage, and 4 with the bow with 7. So you can see, and it's quick and resilient. And he's got an ambush ability, which the marksman doesn't. So the ambush ability, he can hide in the forest and remain undetected. And you can actually go and look at this over here. It shows you the whole thing with the elvish ranger and the whole big story about it. Okay, so I'm going to take the ranger. Boom. There we go. And we're done. There's my ranger, and he's got a whole new set there. Okay. Yeah, we've beaten the orcs. Tale of Two Brothers is their best one to play next. That's what he said. And we end the scenario, and we won. It's the end. Okay. And it gives you a whole big story here, you know, when you end the scenario. So that's it. Just in the campaigns, I don't think they say the Tale of Two Brothers. I'll just show you how a campaign plays out. I'll pick Night so you can just get an idea. So when you play the campaigns, which there are thousands of campaigns to download, and for all different eras and all this type of stuff, you get these cut screens, you know, to explain you the story behind it. I'm not going to, just giving you an idea. I'm not going to read them all. Okay, then it gives you the map, tells you what's there. And then you get a little story in the beginning here, and then the, you know, introduction with the mage and the whole story of the campaign and where we need to go. I'm not gonna. And then it tells you the rooting out the mage. You've got to slay this evil mage, and the carryover finish 40% of your gold is carried over to the next scenario, early finish bonus, and all this type of stuff. And then yeah, you've got basically with this you got the fog of war, so you can move there. Okay, let me just, I just got to get used to this mouse thing. I think you got the fog of war in this one. So you can see him there, but you can't, whatever. So that's the start of that campaign. All right, I'm just going to get out of here. I think I've covered everything. And of course the add-ons. I'll just show you again the campaigns. I mean, you got the campaigns on this thing. I mean, this game is nuts. Let's give you the campaign. So yeah, so like you can select all the eras. You can also, if you select the campaigns, it gives you all the user-made campaigns. There's hundreds of them, all the different campaigns, besides the normal campaign that comes with this game. Yeah. Oh, that's all like scenarios as well, map packs, MP factions. Now you get eras. Eras is where you get that specific area where, you know, like the Age of Magic, and it's got all the factions within that era. You can also download separate factions as well to play. Yeah, there's a couple of factions you can also download that people have made. Cores, resources, all this type of stuff. I showed you there in the beginning. All right. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I hope so. You know, I tend to, whenever I do these videos, I tend to forget what I said in the beginning because I get so involved in the actual game. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I think there's everything here. All right, cool. So that's the battle for Wesnoth. Let me just get to the main. Let me just get out of here. Let's just go back to the website. Okay, first impressions. First look. I'm impressed. Outstanding. Outstanding. Free game? Hey? You would normally have to buy a game like this. Free. Completely free and open source. The fact that when you belong to this, you can download the source code and you can modify the source. You can play the game in exactly the way you want. You can create your own factions. You've got the random map option going on there, which makes it even more fantastic. So you can just play that forever. You've got the campaigns, the thousands of campaigns that you can download and carry your troops and your units through there. You've got hundreds of factions, eras, where you can play all kinds, which were designed in that era, all like hundreds of factions within there, mages, dragons, and with all their own abilities and their spells and stuff that they use. I didn't know you could get a game like this. I mean, I didn't know you could go and get free games this way. I mean, I thought you had to pay for a game like this. Goodness gracious me. All right. Yeah, I'll say this again. Impressed. Really impressed. All right, so I'm going to leave the link in my description so you can come on here, download the game, do it, be part of the community, have a lot of fun. I mean, I don't even think you could finish a game like this, even if you dedicated your entire life to it. And they're constantly creating new patches. They're constantly creating new content for this thing. And the website, I mean, you can see it's a quality development team that worked on this. All right, so that's it. Yeah, please like this video. Please share it. Subscribe to my channel. It's free. It's just like the Battle for Wesnoth. It's free. You don't pay a cent for it. So subscribe. And I'm doing this awesome playlist, and I'm scouring the internet for great top free games that you can play that you don't have to pay for. So subscribe and leave comments and suggestions, or whatever you want. All right, so this is Sean from the Games Yard. Until our next top free game, first look. Good day on you.